It always gets so quiet at the beginning. It's always a bit of an eerie feeling. But again, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome out. It's always a pleasing day when we get to see all of our friends from the media and as well from the constituents around the area. And once again, it's a great turnout today. So thanks for being here. For those that don't know me, I'm John Leagure, Director of Broadcasting and Media with the Flying Squirrels. My role during these is usually to not provide any relevant material. I just pass it off to those that will, and today will be no exception. So a big announcement this afternoon regarding the Metropolitan Junior Baseball League, their continuing relationship with the Flying Squirrels, and really this area's regional youth baseball involvement, something that we've got very heavily involved in the last couple of years. But I'm not going to expound upon that too much. I'm going to leave that to our Vice President and COO, Todd Parney-Parnell.
Thanks, Lays. Welcome, everyone. This is another great day for us. When we moved into here 4 years ago, one of the things we talked about a lot was the impact we wanted to make in the community and the work that we would do away from the ballpark and the relationship that we've built up with a lot of people in town. But today we're going to talk about the MJBL and in particular William Forster. We're very happy to be a part, along with many other people in this room, of the MJBL and this great tournament that really focuses on Richmond and the surrounding area and really puts a spotlight on youth baseball. And we'll continue working as hard as we can with William, and we're looking forward to even another tournament that we're working on right now as well. The relationship that I personally have with William and Lays and a couple other people do with William is wonderful. This is a guy who cares about the community, cares about kids, and that's right in our wheelhouse. And so we're very ecstatic and very excited to be involved with you, William, the MJBL, certainly the city, the surrounding area, and everybody else that's involved in this tournament. We look forward to putting our best foot forward again so that Richmond receives great recognition around the country. So thank you, and join me in welcoming William and the MJBL. We look forward to another great tournament.
Hey, thank you, Parney, and thank all of you all for coming out for the press conference. We have two major announcements. The first is that the 23rd annual MJBL Inner City Classic will be held here in Richmond, and that will be July the 27th through August the 1st. So we're pleased to be able to bring the Classic back. I think everyone from across the country that was here last year enjoyed the hospitality that was provided by the city of Richmond, the county of Henrico, and it was an outstanding event. The fields were, you know, when rain came, we shifted from one field. They said, come on across town. It was raining in the south side. It says, it's not raining in Highland Park. We can still keep playing. And these type things makes it attractive to be here when you have that type of maintenance crew with the city of Richmond and the county of Henrico. Their parks facilities coming in and taking care of the fields the way they did. So I just wanted to mention that. The second thing that I wanted to announce, and this is the second major announcement, is based on the success we had with the Classic here last year. The mayor, I actually saw the mayor out, and he came up to me and he asked me, he said, how did everything go with the Classic? I said, it went great. He said, well, did the kids like it? I said, yeah, they had a great time. Then the mayor said, is there something more that we can do for local kids? And I said, okay, Mayor Jones. And then Frank Thornton, he had the same sentiment, and he actually joined me and several others on some conference calls on how we could get things together. And then whenever you talk baseball and you really want to get something done in Richmond now, you know who you go to. You go to Todd Parney. So I pulled my ace in the hole, and I came to Parney. And I said, Parney, you know, we've got to do, you know, the Classic was great. It was a wonderful thing. But we have to do a little bit more for the local kids, the kids in the city and in the surrounding counties. So Parney reached into his pocket and came up with another idea that, you know, but a great idea. And what we're going to have is the Richmond Flying Squirrels Regional Youth Championship Tournament, which would be kids from the city of Richmond, Henrico County, Chesterfield County, and Hanover County, all competing for that title the week before the Classic. So we're really excited about that and think that's going to be a wonderful thing. After saying that, no more I can say. I'm going to pass it on to Mayor Dwight Jones.
Well, thanks, Bill. It's good to be back again, and I take great delight in welcoming the Metropolitan Junior Baseball League Inter-City Classic back to the city of Richmond. We're excited about it. It was a great success last year. We'll know it'll be an even greater success this year. It's the 23rd year of this annual event, and these are the kinds of things that we like to see happening. We particularly want to signal out Bill Forrester for his leadership. You know, nothing like this happens because some committee gets together and does it. These kinds of things are the result of great passion. People who really feel it, who really believe it, who are really willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears to get it done. And so if anybody deserves any credit, it's Bill, because he does a great job with this. He loves it. It's his heart, and it's hard to say no to a guy like that. And if you can get money from Parney, I tell you, you're doing a good thing. And we also want to thank the Flying Squirrels for their partnership in this regard. They have certainly been good citizens since they've been here these last several years. And this latest partnership is certainly something that magnifies the fact that they have been good citizens. Now, I don't know what the economic impact is on the city or the county, so we'll have to get Chumera and Associates to figure out what the money is. But whatever it is, if we're helping kids, then it's great. It happens to be Black History Month, and we know the kind of models and mentors that have been developed through the sport of baseball, and so that's very important as well. And so as mayor of the city of Richmond, I take great pride in welcoming all of the families that will be coming from across the country and the youngsters who will be coming across the country. We're going to roll out the red carpet and allow them to know that they are welcome in the RVA. We look forward to great games this year. Thank you so much.
Well, I would like to ditto what the mayor has said, and again, also, Bill, kudos to you for your passion for baseball, and to you, Parney, also. I would just like to say that I wanted to mention another dimension about this game and how it applies to young people, and that is that this game of baseball can also be used as a fulcrum to mold character. And I think the Richmond area generally is kind of poised now to bring baseball back, as part of your group is doing and others. And this can be also not only just playing a baseball as self, you know, intrinsically too, this will help young people in molding character. I think that's a redemptive benefit, and as the mayor said too, this is Black History Month. Of course, Mayor, I'm older than you. It used to be Black History Week, so we've come a long ways. But the most important thing is that our young people are our future. And this baseball, when it's properly managed and structured, it can really provide a vehicle for them as future leaders. So Henrico County is poised to help in any way that it can. Again, we're pleased to be a part of this enterprise. Thank you.
I am the Director of Sports Development at the Convention and Visitor Bureau. I'm relatively new to Richmond in the last year or so, representing our CEO, Jack Berry, who's unavailable today, so I apologize. But one of the first people I met was Bill Forrester when I moved to Richmond. And he came up to me at a meeting. We were at Bird Park, you remember that? And he said to me, he was like, I've heard a lot about you. And the first thing I said to him was, I went to a historically Black college university in Norfolk State. And so it's near and dear to my heart. But two people that I want to point out too that aren't up on the podium is Andy Crane and Don Miller with Henrico County, who they were pretty instrumental in trying to get this back from a grassroots level after we had the 2012 event. But as a multi-jurisdictional organization, the CVB is funded by the 4 counties in the city. So whether it's lacrosse or soccer or baseball, whatever it is, we rely on the counties, we rely on the city's support to bring in young people, but it's an experience. When people are going to be here for 5 and 6 days, they're going to experience the entire region. And that's where we kind of pledge our support, not only to Bill, but to bring kids into Squirrels games over the summer. So we're happy to be a part of this, and we appreciate you guys letting us have our day.
Going to open it up to question and answer for our panel real quickly, and we'll keep that somewhat limited, and we'll also do one-on-one at the end of the press conference today. But real quick before we do that, we'd like to say thanks on behalf of the Flying Squirrels to Corey Peterson all the way down on the end, Frank Thornton, of course, the Honorable Mayor Dwight C. Jones, and Bill Forrester. Parney not so much because he's contractually obligated to be here. Again, on behalf of the Flying Squirrels, thanks for coming out, guys. There's still some food in the back for those that didn't get to eat beforehand, and thanks again. We look forward to another exciting summer.